Have you ever wondered why so many people over the age of 50 suddenly feel less steady on their feet? Why does climbing stairs, reaching for something on a high shelf, or simply walking across the living room begin to feel riskier than it once did? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we'll uncover the 5 most common mistakes that make balance harder as we age, and I'll share simple tips to help you avoid them. But before we dive into the list, let me introduce you to 2 old friends, Mary and Robert, whose stories might sound familiar. The Hook. 2 different paths. Mary is 68. She still enjoys tending her small garden, meeting friends for tea, and walking her dog around the neighborhood. She's not running marathons, but she's active, cheerful, and rarely feels nervous about falling. Robert, on the other hand, is 70. He worked hard his entire life, but after retiring, he slowed down more than he realized. Now, when he walks across a crowded supermarket or stands up too quickly, he sometimes wobbles. He laughs it off, but deep down, he feels uneasy. Both Mary and Robert are normal. Both are aging. Yet their experiences are very different. Why? That's exactly what we're about to explore. Mistake number 1, ignoring small signals. One of the biggest errors people make is dismissing the early signs of imbalance. A brief dizzy spell, a little stumble, or the need to hold on to furniture while walking indoors, these are the body's warning lights. Research shows that balance begins to decline in our 50s, even in healthy adults. The inner ear, the muscles, the joints, and even the brain all contribute to our sense of stability. When one of these systems weakens, the others must work harder. Mary noticed this early. The first time she felt slightly unsteady while reaching into her kitchen cupboard, she didn't ignore it. Instead, she started doing a few gentle balance exercises recommended by her community center. Robert, however, brushed it off. Just tired, he told himself. Tip number 1. Listen to your body. If you notice small changes in your balance, don't treat them as nothing. That's your chance to act before it becomes a serious limitation. If you've ever ignored a small stumble, write the number 1 in the comments below. Mistake number 2. Moving less instead of more. Here's something surprising. Many older adults think the safest way to avoid falls is to move less. Robert began spending more time in his armchair. He told himself he was being careful. Unfortunately, lack of movement only made his legs weaker. The less he walked, the less confident he felt when he had to stand or move quickly. Mary chose the opposite. She joined a gentle Tai Chi class at her local park. The slow, flowing movements improved her strength and flexibility. Studies have shown Tai Chi reduces the risk of falls in older adults by improving both balance and confidence. Tip number 2. Stay active, even if the activity is light. Walking, stretching, chair yoga, or Tai Chi, all of these keep the muscles strong and the joints flexible. Motion is not the enemy, it's the medicine. If you agree that movement is the key, type the number 2 in the comments. Mistake number 3. Forgetting nutrition's role. Balance is not only about muscles and joints, it's also about what we feed the body. Robert often skipped breakfast, and when he did eat, he favored processed snacks. His body lacked the nutrients that protect bones and fuel the nervous system. Low vitamin D, for example, weakens bones and muscles, making falls more dangerous. Low hydration can also cause dizziness. Mary took a different approach. She wasn't perfect, but she made small, consistent choices. A piece of salmon for healthy fats, leafy greens for calcium and vitamin K, a glass of water every couple of hours. Over time, these little habits built a stronger foundation for her balance. Tip number 3, support your body with the right fuel. Think calcium, vitamin D, protein, and hydration. Even simple choices like an extra glass of water or a handful of almonds make a difference. If you think nutrition plays a role in balance, type the number 3 in the comments below. Mistake number 4, neglecting the mind. We often think of balance as purely physical, but mental health is just as critical. Anxiety, depression, or even constant worry can reduce confidence and make us tense when we walk. Imagine trying to cross a busy street while carrying the weight of fear. Every step feels heavier. Robert often replayed his past stumbles in his mind. The fear of falling made him stiff, which ironically increased his risk. Mary, however, practiced simple breathing exercises every morning. She also stayed socially connected, which research shows reduces stress hormones and keeps the brain sharper. Tip number 4, take care of your mind. Try mindfulness, deep breathing, or even lighthearted activities like music and laughter. A calm mind sends clear signals to the body, and that directly improves balance. If you think mental health feels just as important as physical health, type the number 4 below. Mistake number 5, neglecting regular checkups. Finally, one of the biggest errors is skipping routine health checks. Many balance issues come from conditions that can be treated: vision problems, inner ear issues, side effects of medications, or changes in blood pressure. Robert hadn't seen his doctor in years. When he finally went, he discovered that one of his medications was causing dizziness. With a simple adjustment, half of his wobbling disappeared. Mary, on the other hand, treated checkups as routine maintenance. Just as she wouldn't drive her car for years without an oil change, she didn't expect her body to run smoothly without regular care. Tip number 5, don't skip your doctor's visits. Early detection can prevent small issues from becoming major problems. If you know it's time to schedule a checkup, type the number 5 in the comments. Putting it all together. So let's review. 1, listen to your body's signals. 2, stay active instead of slowing down. 3, nourish your body with the right foods and water. 4, protect your mental health. 5, keep up with checkups. Mary's story shows what happens when these principles are applied. She's not immune to aging, but she ages with confidence, mobility, and independence. Robert's story is a reminder of what happens when these mistakes pile up. More fear, more weakness, and more risk. But here's the good news. It's never too late. Even Robert, once he began making small changes, noticed improvements within weeks. His legs grew stronger, his mind calmer, and his balance steadier. A gentle challenge for you. Now I have a challenge for you. Out of these 5 mistakes, which one feels the most familiar in your life right now? Don't just think about it. Write the number in the comments below. If you've already made progress in one of these areas, share your story. Someone else reading the comments might be inspired by your journey. And if you found even one tip useful, consider subscribing. This way, you won't miss the next story that could change the way you age. Closing story: a walk in the park. A few weeks ago, Mary and Robert met again at their local park. Robert had started attending the same Tai Chi class. They laughed as they stumbled through a new movement together, realizing that balance is not about perfection. It's about practice, persistence, and the willingness to adapt. As they walked home, Robert said, "You know, I used to think aging meant giving things up. Now I see it's about learning new ways to keep going." And that, perhaps, is the greatest secret of all. Healthy aging is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of habits that keep us moving forward. So the next time you stand up from your chair, walk across the room, or step outside into the sunlight, remember, you have more control over your balance, your strength,
and your independence than you might think. Choose one change today, however small, and let that be your step toward a longer, steadier, and more joyful life.